Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next episode of Strawberry Patches podcast. My name is Marina. I'm coming to you from Auckland, New Zealand, where I craft, knit, dye yarn, spin it, and talk about all of my fiber adventures. If that's for you, then grab whatever you're drinking or working on, and let's chat. It's always nice to hear from you guys, so don't forget to thumbs up, and if you want to chat with me, do it in the comments below. And today in this program I would like to show you my finished object, my wonderful Calypso sweater, and talk about some of the things that I've been putting in the shop. I will tell you a little bit about the wonderful fiber that we have been obsessing about here in New Zealand. It's the Hawanui fiber. I've been spinning a lot of that for Tour de Fleece 2025. So that's all in our program today. Come join me. Hello, dear friends. This is episode number 111, and I'm so excited to welcome you in my beautiful home. Behind me, there is a gorgeous magnolia tree, which is blooming in winter, which still blows my mind because I'm from Russia, and having winter being this beautiful is just strange to me. But I'm loving it, I'm embracing it. I'm very happy that we've chosen this country to live because I'm surrounded by gorgeous fiber, yarn, and all of the fun things that I want to share with you. So, shall we start? I have done so much today already. I have dyed some Hawanui fiber and some yarn for the clubs, and I want to tell you all about it. But first things first, I usually start with the finished objects, and ta-da! I'm super stoked with how this one turned out. So this was my first entry into the Kiwi Makealong, which I organized with some of the New Zealand podcasters, and I have mentioned them previously. I will link them down below under the video in the description so you can follow them. But we have joined forces and are promoting New Zealand fiber, yarn, and New Zealand designers. And this design is by my wonderful friend Alana, who is the Black and Knitting Company on Ravelry, and this pattern is called Calypso. And I've knitted it in the recommended yarn, which is Rowan Felted Tweed and Spin Cycle yarn, which I was so lucky to win. And yeah, it's done. I'm wearing it, I'm loving it. It's very warm, and this yarn is non-superwash, and I thought it would be a bit itchy, but it's not. It's really soft, but different soft. It's warm, it's beautiful. I just love it. And I'm already thinking about my second Calypso. Yes, I'm obsessed by it, but that's how I do it. If I love something, I'm obsessing about it. Here's the video of me showing you how it looks from both sides, but the best part about it is that this yoke is a lot of fun to make, and I enjoyed it immensely. And this is the second time I made this yoke. The first one had to be sadly frogged, but I am happy to do it again. I have yarn for the next Calypso, which is this Rowan Felted Tweed and this like sort of icy gray with flecks of blue, and I'm thinking of spinning some bluish purplish yarn for the yoke. Oh, maybe I'll go like purple and have something dark. But anyways, this is a wonderful pattern. If you like it, go support my friend Alana and buy it from her. Okay, shall we go on? I have also finished this pair of socks that I think I showed you that I've started last time. They are for my friend Svetlana, who had a birthday, and they're finished. they're just these usual sock recipe that I use, and it's 60 stitches. I don't really know how this slip stitch heel is called, but here they are, they're finished. And my June gnome, which is Natalia. Natalia is a pattern by the wonderful Sarah Shira of the Imagined Landscapes, and I'm a participating dyer in her Year of Gnomes 2025. What that means is that I'm selling some, it's a subscription club for the mini skeins, but you don't have to make a gnome. If you like a little bit of surprise in your mailbox, this is for you. Every month I dye 4 mini skeins, which you can use to make a gnome. There's plenty for that. But I've loved seeing what else you make. There's one person who has made a headband with the color work. Other people have done like socks or gnomes and other animals, and it's just so much fun to see how the things that you come up with. So this is the club that I dyed for June. It was very bright with this pop hot pink and purple and green and this sort of peachy yellow colorway. But I really loved making this gnome, so I think I'm gonna kick with the color work. I will show you later on the July's mini set. That I haven't started the gnome yet. I've been just too busy dyeing the fiber and the clubs. But yeah, here's my gnome for June. So far good. I've made 6 gnomes so far and they look so cool. At the end of the year I want to make a whole video talking about each and every one of them, and I'm hoping not to repeat myself, so all of the gnomes are going to be different patterns. So these are my finished objects. Now moving on to the works in progress. As I have shown you, I was planning to make another Kiwi Makealong project, which is 100% Kiwi inspired. The yarn that I'm using is my hand spun of the Haunui fiber. Is this wonderful family business that I love supporting. They have created this breed and it's a registered New Zealand breed. It's just, you can only get it from this one farm in the South Island of New Zealand, and I am Haunui holic. That's what I call myself. I have just recently ordered 4 kilograms of fiber from them, and there is a video of me opening the box, how the fiber poofs out of the package when you open it and it just wants to breathe. So I have spun it and I'm knitting the Mighty Oak Shrug. You can see the name of the designer on the screen, and this is a very clever construction of like a rectangle which you sew up together and it will become a little something to put around your shoulders. And this stitch is called the acorns, and there's a lovely story about how a big tree grows from small acorns. I'm loving it, and it's pretty mindless because it's just, you know, alternation of this pattern with this one, and it just goes in stripes, and it sort of reminds me of knitting a blanket, which is perfect. Another work in progress I have is in my latest Mermaid's Treasure Club colorway, and I was so happy with how it turned out that I dyed myself some more in the DK weight. And this is the zebra sock that I have in my shop. It is a very interesting yarn because it is spun at the mill with some of the black merino, and it's not everywhere. Like at some parts it looks like normal 2-ply or 4-ply, whatever it is. It's a 2-ply, and then there is this black that makes it zebra-like, and it's the first time I'm knitting with this yarn, but I've loved it. I have dyed it a ton, and I love how this yarn knits up. This is going to be my socks, and if you want to be a part of the Mermaid's Treasure Yarn Club, do subscribe. There aren't that many places left. And yeah, you'll get a surprise skein of yarn with a mini delivered to you every month, and you can make up something fun. So that's my other work in progress. And the last one, I'm not showing you the ones that I haven't worked on, so that's why there aren't many. The last one is only in the form of a swatch. So my daughter, as you remember last time I showed you that I made a vest for my youngest daughter. So my oldest one, I noticed that she has grown out of her vest that I've knitted for her. And of course I wanted it for her. So I picked up this strawberry tweed from Anna Graden, the little wool company that I have spun a while back. It's this beautiful pink with some flecks of orange, yellow, and red and blue. And I paired this with this Rowan Kid Silk Haze that I've had for some time. It's shade 007, lot 337. And I made a swatch and it's so gorgeous. I love it how this darker pink mohair kind of just highlights the pinkness of this whole yarn, and you can still see those tweedy bits. And I'm very excited about how this is knitting up. And now that I have a swatch, I can calculate the gauge, and then I'm gonna make her a vest. Pattern yet to be decided on. I'm thinking about the Pekka Pekka Designs. Pekka Pekka Knits is another New Zealand designer, and I think I might either do the same vest that I did for my youngest, the Quaintly DK, with the little lace here on the shoulders, or I'll do mud puddles. So between the two, to be decided. Now, as you are probably aware, if not, I will tell you, this month, July, from the 5th of July until the 27th, I think, is the Tour de France, and at the same time we're having a Tour de Fleece. And it's somehow connected. It definitely came from the Tour de France, but the idea during these 3 weeks is to spin as much as you can, or just spin in groups or individually. What I have decided to do for myself is just to do a little bit of a goals chart where I have decided, okay, I'm gonna try to finish this jumble yarn that I have been spinning and working on, and then I want to spin some new fiber blend for me, and then I want to I also wrote here that I want to finally spin this gorgeous fiber that I got from my friend Miriam in our little fiber exchange. Then I want to finish my teal Polworth and ply it with the singles that I made during the spin together that happened in February. Then I want to card a bat that I'm going to incorporate some recycled sari silk in. It's gonna be fun. It's not really spinning, but it's related to spinning, so I put it here. Then I wanted to spin the Susie Brown's bat, which I did. So I have crossed out these two, and also I think I can cross out this one, because at the moment I am spinning this braid, which was a present, and it's dyed, oh, it's upside down. It's the Twisted Desert Dames. It's 50% merino and 50% silk, and it's incredibly soft. Well, what would you expect from a 50% silk blend, right? So this is a new blend for me. I have spun silk and merino before, but not in a 50-50 proportion. And I have spun half of it because I think when it was dyed, the fiber must have been so hot that there are lots of white patches. So it's very marley looking, and I'm quite excited to see how it's going to ply together. So I have started my second half, and it's on my wheel there. And that's another thing that I want to spin during Tour de Fleece. I also have like a lot of things that I have already spun. Let me see. Yeah. I think this is all that I have spun during Tour de Fleece. I'm confused now, but here it is. If I can hold it all together, yay! No, I think maybe these guys were not during the Tour de Fleece. If only I wrote down when I spun them. I'm usually very good at writing down the specs of the yarn. I have these little cards that I attach, but I feel like this month was a bit hectic because last month I was sick a lot, and this month I feel full of energy and I want to create more and spin more and dye more and do all of the things, and there's just not enough time, and sometimes I just forget to write things down, which I should. So let's start with these guys. So basically these guys are all yes, they're all during the Tour de Fleece. So they are, hold on, these ones, no. So this one is the Jumbuck Jumble plied on itself. And which Jumbuck Jumble is just a blend that Sharon Dooney creates at her mill. So I got like a whole bag of it and I wanted to spin it all up, and I have spun it, and these guys that you see here, except for this one, and they're plied with some hao nui. So this one is plied with darker hao nui, this one is with lighter, this one is with either spice or something like that. So as you can see, how you plied affects the look. And this other one that I have here is plied with some merino and alpaca, this lighter shade. Another thing that I have spun, I really wanted to spin my own braid. So this is one of the colorways of the club, the fiber club that I have. And I kept a couple of braids for myself. And at least here I wrote down what it is. It's Corriedale and silk. It's approximately 100 grams, and it turned out beautiful. And another thing that I've spun is some Fibre Goodness art pad from Susie Brown that I got at Woolfest in May, sorry. And yeah, I plied it with some golden thread because I wanted the colors to be more pronounced and I didn't want them to be very muddled, and this is how it turned out. It's more brown than I thought it would be, but I'm kind of loving different color combinations anyway. Then there was one little tiny baby, there was one little baby more. Oh yes, this, I just wanted to spin a little bit of my gifted fiber that there's a whole video about how I got gifted it before Christmas, and then I had it washed and carded at Jumbuck Carding, and I have all these bags, and I kind of really like this color actually, and I was thinking I'll do a sample and see if I want this for my blanket. Oh, I didn't say, I'm planning to make myself a hand spun blanket like this one you see here that I did for my husband. I love it, so I'm making another blanket for myself. So I'm thinking color wise it matches perfectly, and I think I will just use it as is. It's very easy to spin because it's a higher micron, and I think it will still be fine. Yeah, just a little sample that I haven't really washed yet. What else? That's my spinning update, and the next thing I want to talk about is the club update. So if you're curious to see the Strawberry Patches clubs that I am that I've dyed for July, here they are. Welcome to the July Mermaid's Treasure Yarn Club. This month's skein is called You've Got to Be Squidding Me. And it comes with this beautiful package. I think you might be a little bit surprised seeing this beautiful zebra base with 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon. But yes, this is what you get this month with the matching mini in a different blend, but also a sock base. And these very cute needle stoppers in matching colors. And I just wanted to show you that this yarn, when you open it up, looks like this. I'm going to be making some pretty socks with it as well. And I hope you like it. See you next month. Hello friends, and welcome to the July Recipe Book Monthly Fiber Club box by Strawberry Patches. This month I have a very playful box for you guys, and it's called the Mermaid's Twilight Elixir, and we're going to make up a really funky recipe, which is a made-up recipe, just to put a smile on your face. Let's look inside. Can you guess what colors it's gonna be? Ta-da! I love this blend. This is the New Zealand Merino and Lyocell blend. And you can see that the Merino has two colors here. The white that takes the dye lovely, and the black. And Lyocell is that white silky strand of plant fiber that goes throughout. And oh, I wish you could feel it. It's absolutely deliciously soft. The extras this month are small but very cute. There are some leather labels, love, and a matching cute gummy bear stitch marker. So I hope you love crafting with this as much as I love making it. See you next month. Hello dear Gnome knitters. Let's open the July Year of Gnomes mini set, shall we? It comes with the letter as usual and this beautiful package, which actually will be with some gnome stickers, of course. What colors are here? Oh, look at that. Oh, this month we have this gorgeous coral, light and dark teal with some gorgeous brown. Oh, I cannot wait to start a gnome. And the extras are some needle stoppers and gnome stickers. How about that? See you next month. So what do you think? It is always so much fun to prepare those clubs and write, like in the case of the Mermaid's Treasure Club, to write a little information about what's in the pack and what it was inspired by, and how I always thank you for helping me to support the New Zealand wool industry by purchasing fiber from them and then delivering them to you in the form of some crazy colors, so that you can create something beautiful. I really appreciate all of your support, and I have already started thinking about the August clubs. And before I do, just a little announcement. So as I mentioned on my Instagram, by the way, you can find me on Instagram as Strawberry Patches or Marina Hoca, Hoca. That's how you can find me, where I post on Strawberry Patches. It's all my shop updates and the things that are happening, the clubs and everything. And in my personal wall, Marina Hoca is just something, you know, like I've knitted for my daughters, or like Calypso, or if I go to any yarn festivals or yarn retreats, which I'm going to one soon, that's where you can find that. So as I've mentioned briefly on Facebook as well, which I am Strawberry Patches, all the links are down in the description, you don't have to look for them. I want to retire the Recipe Book Fiber Club because it's been over a year now that I've been doing these boxes filled with gorgeous fiber and the recipe with it. And to be honest, the format of this fiber club was great and wonderful, and I was so inspired to make it, but it's not working for me anymore mostly because of the postage. Like for the box, to send the box is just way more expensive than what I'm charging you guys, and it's just not working for me anymore. So I want to kind of introduce a different club instead of the recipe book fiber club. It's gonna be a bit simpler on the packaging, and it will still be 100-gram braid of fiber that you love. It's going to be a surprise New Zealand fiber, and it's going to be in my usual crazy, beautiful, bright colors that will hopefully make you very inspired to create something with it. But there will be no recipe involved, there will be no box involved, so that I can focus more on dyeing and not the story. I will make another announcement on Instagram with it, and you, the current club members, you don't have to do anything. You can always opt out and unsubscribe, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to write a letter in your next box to say that the format of the club is changing and your subscription is just ongoing. It will just go on. So that's a little shop update kind of information. I also would like to show you all the things that I've been dyeing so far, and here's the little shop update video for you guys. Let's see. Hello and welcome to the July Strawberry Patches shop update. As you can see, there's a lot going on here, and I want to share that all with you. That's not everything I dyed. Some of it has already left the shop as soon as I post a picture of it. If you want to be up to date with what's I dyed or what I'm doing or dyeing, do check out my Instagram, which is Strawberry Patches. Let's start. Shall we start from the fiber this time? Just today I have dyed up this gorgeous gray base Haunui into this gorgeous colorways. I don't even know their names yet. I haven't decided yet, but these are more of a colder tones, greens, blues, and lilacs. And these ones have really nice and warm yellow in them with a little bit of pink, which actually happened because the purple broke into pink and blue. And I really love, sorry, one more fiber. This is just a one-of-a-kind Corridel nylon braid that I used to access the dye from these guys and I just love how it turned out. It's a bit more pale, and it will be this really nice sort of muted greens and blues and a little bit of purple here. And yeah, it's going to be called one of a kind. And I'm also making these little mini braids here that can be, I will see what I will do with them, but at the moment that's what is here. Let's move on to the yarn. So the first row we have all the sparklies, and these guys are DK soap base, which is 75% superwash mirror and 20% nylon and 5% silver stellina. It's 212 meters, and see all that glitter. It's so much fun to knit with this yarn. I made my girl a hat from this, and I absolutely love it. And this one is called the Sprinkled Ube Gelato because of all the fun colors here. There's everything here. There's spearmint, there's orange and dark navy and pink and everything you want. Then I also have, to pair with it actually, it would pair beautifully, I have Night colorway. It's one of my very popular colorways on the same base. And if you want something thinner, that's Night on the 4-ply sparkle sock. As you can see, it's 400 meters now. It's fingering weight, but the yarn composition is the same with 20% nylon, 5% stellina, and the rest is superwash merino. And I couldn't stop. I just had to dye all the speckles. And this is a bit different, but sort of similar with the gelato. This one is called Prism Inside, because really it looks like a rainbow just exploded, and the prism is what I chose the name for it. Now let's go down here. And as you can see, I had this theme going on. I just sprinkled whatever I had, all the dyes that I took out. And this is on my zebra sock base, a DK zebra, which has 20% nylon for durability and the superwash merino, and it's 225 meters, which is a little bit finer than your usual DK, but it's just perfect for a pair of socks. I have 3 of them. Then I have more zebra, and I dyed up this is the 3rd batch of the Starburst, because I dyed one batch all set to go to lupine. And this is your 366 meter per 100 gram zebra sock in this beautiful pink, neon yellow, and lilac colors. 3 of them in the shop. Then I really wanted to dye up some more DK weight since we're in the winter, and this is my Damson Plum colorway on the Ultra DK base. That's a new base for me, and it took up the dyes so nicely, and I love how variegated, slightly variegated it is. This one has about 200 meters. It's not in the shop yet, but it will be soon by the time you see this. The next one, see the difference between the non-superwash and superwash. The superwash takes the dye so much faster and absorbs more of it. And these guys were all in the same bath, but as you can see, the non-superwash fawn colored merino and white alpaca, it's just this really, really soft color. This one is extremely soft. Like, I wish you could feel it, because of course it's the alpaca gives it a little bit of extra softness. And it's 232 meters of this beautiful yarn. And I also dyed Night colorway in the same alpaca merino base. It's gorgeous. I have 3 of these and 3 of these. Then I also dyed up some periwinkle, and I actually have a very fun collaboration involving these yarns coming soon, but I will tell you about it later. So this is my New Zealand Superwash Merino Nylon sock base with 400 meters. The colorway is periwinkle, and this is the periwinkle sock set with this bright hot pink, and I thought it would be really, really funky to make socks with this. So this is a sock set, and these are just 2 separate ones. Then I was dyeing my Sky Full of Stars colorway, but I wanted to do a bit more fun, so I sprinkled the pink part with some of this navy, and I love how it turned out. It's just so gorgeous, and it will be so much fun to knit. I saw one of you making the socks in the similar yarn, which has just pink and no sprinkles, and I loved it. And this one is called Sky's Embrace, so we're still in the sky theme, but since it's a little bit different, I chose a different name. There's one more periwinkle here, so we have 3 periwinkles and 1 sock set. And this one is my denim, my favorite jeans colorway. And I just have one here just to try it out. This is how it compares to the navy and the night. The next thing I want to show you is my sort of green colors. And this is the squishy Ultra DK base that I have. It is absolutely the softest
It's 225 meters and oh, it's lovely. It's called Lichen. This colorway is so hard to dye because it breaks into these pops of blue, but I think it just adds that little more interest to it, and I love it. So I have 3 of these, and here I have it on this gorgeous silk and mohair base. It's 64% mohair, 36% silk. It's called Moss Light. So these 2 guys were in the same crock pot when I dyed them, and it's the same dye, but you can see what happened here. So this naughty dye, some of the blue granules, they landed up at the bottom and they dyed up the skein differently. But I think it would be still very, very fun to pair them together and get yourself a really like a bulky weight or chunky weight hat maybe. That would be a fun project to make. Or you could use it to make a vest like the Rita vest that Libby Johnson recently released. I think this would make a really lovely one. So I have 2 of these and they are listed separately because this one has like a hint of blue and this one has like speckles of blue throughout. So that's all I have for you at the moment. This is my July shop update. I hope you love it and I'll see you next month.
So, on this bright note, shall we talk about the acquisitions? I've been very good this month, but I could have been better. I did buy some things, but they were not, well, there was yarn, yes. But in all my defense, the yarn was gorgeous and it was from Lupine. Yesterday, I went to see Alana at Lupine Wool Company. Yes, I think that's what they called Lupine, and they have a midwinter sale. So there was a knitting group, and I saw a lady who picked up this ball of yarn, and I really love the white yarn with tweed effect. And I had no idea that this was alpaca sock. It's super soft, and it's called Socks Easy Wash by Tweedy. Well, by alpaca yarns. I don't know who. It says it's made in Peru. So, something different. So I picked this up and I'm very happy about it. Another thing that I bought this month was a couple of bobbins from Annette Montgomery and some of the fiber from her. So she has the Twisted Sisters brand, and she usually does this gorgeous fiber art beds that you can spin up and create something fun. And I was drawn to this because it's 20% camel, 18 and 40% fine merino, brown alpaca and mulberry silk. And it's incredibly soft. And I really, really want to try this blend. I mean, camel, silk, alpaca and merino. How luxurious does that sound? It sounds amazing. And I think, I don't know if I'm gonna dye it first or spin it. We shall see. But something exciting is happening here, you guys. And my last acquisition is these 2 gorgeous bags. I just had to grab them because they're so mermaidy. And they are made by my friend Janine, who has just started her little bag making business. She's called Crafted Stitch. And I kind of took this bag off her. She was selling this bag, which also is gorgeous inside. Just look at that. Isn't it so pretty? I think the bags should be pretty on the inside and on the outside. And these mermaid scales just make me so happy. So these are her bags, which she decorates with this little name tag and this, I don't know what it's called, but it has a beautiful teal heart on the end. And this bag she was using, and I just asked her, like, are you selling it? She said, sure, I can do that. It's decorated by the little cat. And inside is this gorgeous pink, which matches these scales beautifully. So this is my little acquisitions this month. I love to support my friends, and yeah, all of these people are my friends. Janine, Annette, and Alana. So yeah, this is what this winter months are. It's about supporting our outer makers, creators, and people in the wool industry. Oh, speaking about supporting Kiwi makers, as I previously mentioned, I'm hosting with my friends the Kiwi Makealong, and I just wanted to show you the beautiful works of all of you who have posted them in the Ravelry finished objects thread. I just think it's so inspiring to read how you are choosing your projects and your yarns and how your works grow. And here they are. Isn't it exciting to see so many beautiful New Zealand yarns and New Zealand designs all together? I'm just so excited. So we have, as I previously mentioned, a lot of prizes that we have prepared for you guys. There will be physical prizes as in form of yarn. I'm planning to dye some gorgeous fiber or yarn for you. Then Alana from Lupine and Katrin from Yarn Floozy, she's donating a prize as well. Then there's some designers, namely, so yeah, I have it here because there were so many, I couldn't remember them. We have Bronwyn from Good to Go Knits, who is gifting a digital pattern for every month of this Makealong. Thank you so much, Bronwyn. That's very kind of you. And Deborah from Outlaw Yarn has also reached out, and she's also donating a prize, which I don't know what it is yet, but it's exciting. Then we have Kurt Payne, who has offered any of his patterns for free, but they were in the beginning of the Makealong, but still worth mentioning. Diana McDougall, she has offered all of her patterns 50% off during the Makealong with the code KiwiMAL25. So that's so generous of her. Thank you, Diana. Then we have Lisa from Fiberspace New Zealand, who has also reached out, and she wanted to donate a prize as well. And as I said, there's Katrin, Yarn Floozy, and there will be Lisa from Unwind and Knit With Me podcast, and Elizabeth of Amikihi Knits. She's also reached out and said she would be happily donating 5 digital patterns to the winners. So as you can see, there's so much to look forward to, and I'm very excited to see all of your works on Instagram with the hashtag KiwiMAL or KiwiMAL2025. So let's inspire each other and shout out to all of your favorite indie dyers, New Zealand designers. Let's celebrate this beautiful yarn and creative minds that we have here. That's all I have for you this time. I just hope that you will share with me what you've been working on while you watched this little video. I love reading all your comments, and I make sure that I answer all of your questions or all of your comments. I love this little interaction that we have. And if you've enjoyed this video, you know what to do, right? It would help a lot if you have subscribed and liked this video. You don't have to, but that just helps this video to be seen by others. And of course, makes me happy. So that's all from me. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you very soon. Take care, matiwa, bye-bye, do swidania. Goodbye.